Hello, I welcome you to this edition on Let's Learn. I'm Aaron. Let's start. Today we are going to be dealing with raw numbers on the number line. When we talk about the number line is a horizontal line that contains numbers. Specifically, the numbers are mostly integers, which consist of negative or positive integers. The next is inequalities. When I talk about inequalities, it's the use of operation signs of which equal to is not part. So using less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. So let's list them. We have less than. In this symbol, we have greater than. This symbol, less than or equal to. Also with this symbol, greater than or equal to. That's in the inequalities on the number line, when we have less than or greater than, this is the symbol we use. We have less than, greater than. We use a circle without a shading. But when we have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, we use a shaded zero, or you can call it a dot. Let's see by having some examples. We have example 1. X is less than or equal to minus 2. Let's represent it. With this, we have our number line. Pick our 0 points. That's 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. Note that all the numbers behind the 0, that's talking about on your left, are decreasing, of which are negative, and all the numbers on your right that are positive are increasing in that order. So the 0 is a turning point for them. So it's on your right it's increasing, and on your left it's decreasing. X is less than or equal to negative 2. In representing this, we know we use a shaded 0 or a dot, but a bigger one. So let's represent this. With how to know the direction of the line. Since you know it's decreasing from 0 to the left and increasing from 0 to the right, and you are given x is less than minus 2, that means you make your shaded 0, and you draw a straight line with an arrow at the end showing the portion at which the line moves are all less than the minus 2. Since x is less than or equal to minus 2, so the portions behind us moving in the left side of the minus 2 are all less than the minus 2. We have x greater than or equal to 1. Representing this on the number line, sorry. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. And we said x is greater than or equal to 1. So we have an unshaded 0. Since it's greater than, all the numbers moving to the right are all greater than 1. So the arrow moves to the right. And it is greater than or equal to, so it's a shaded one, sorry. For you to know whether it's greater than or equal to, it depends on the dot in front, in front of the arrow. And for you to know whether it is less than or equal, for you to know whether it is greater than or less than, it's the arrow that signifies that. Example 3. We have x greater than 2.5. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. And we are told x is greater than 2.5. With 2.5, we can allocate our 2.5 in this section. Therefore, we put an unshaded 0 there. And since it's greater than 2.5, we direct our arrow to the greater part of the numbers. That's 3, 4, and onwards. But it ends at 4, so that's where we end. Example 4. You have x is less than minus 2. A number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. Where x is less than minus 2 shows that minus 2 is greater than x. So therefore, minus 3 is less than minus 2. Minus 4 is also less than minus 2. So the direction moves this way. Example 5. Example 5 is minus 2 less than x less than or equal to 3. Okay. For this, we have minus 2 less than x less than or equal to 3. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. With this, we start with the points on top. So we have minus 2 less than x. Since it's less than, it's an open 0. So we do it on top of the minus 2. Then we move on to the minus 3. The 3, sorry. The symbol in front of the 3 is less than or equal to 3. So that is a shaded one. So we shade it on top. After shading it, since we have 2 of them on it, we join them together. This also shows that x is greater than minus 2. less than or equal to minus 3, sorry. Example 6. With example 6, we have the number line and we are figuring out what x is. So here's the number line, sorry. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. We have with this, what we first see is the shaded portions. That means we have either less than or equal to or greater than or equal to within that. So identifying it, we always know that x is supposed to be in the middle with this. So we write our x. If x is supposed to be in the middle and the direction of this one is moving to this side, it shows that x is greater than or equal to 1. Since it's moving this way and the numbers of which are in the middle are greater than 1, so x is greater than or equal to 1, and this also is moving this way. That shows that x is also less than or equal to 3. So we have x less than or equal to 3. The next is common fraction. And under common fraction, we have proper fraction, improper fraction, like fraction, unlike fraction, and mixed fraction. So we have proper fraction. With proper fractions, the numerators are always smaller than the denominators. So we have an examples as 2 on 3, 4 on 5, 3 on 7. These are all proper fractions. Improper fractions. With improper fraction is the opposite of a proper fraction. Therefore, the numerator is rather bigger than the denominator. So we have something like an examples as 13 on 5. We have 4 on 3, and also 5 on 2. Like fraction. With like fractions, they have the same denominators. For example, we have 2 on 5, we have 3 on 5, and we have 4 on 5. When we watch these three fractions, they are having the same denominators, that's 5, 5, 5. This makes it a like fraction. Unlike fraction. Opposite of like fraction, they have different denominators. For example, we have 1 on 5 and 2 on 3. When we want these two fractions, since the denominators are different, they are unlike fractions. Mixed fraction. With a mixed fraction, is a combination of a natural number and a proper fraction, sorry. So we have an example as 3 whole number 1/4. For this, you can see we have 3 whole number 1/4. We have the proper fraction as this and the natural number as this. Mixed fractions are always gained from improper fractions. Another example is 2 whole number 1/5. Simplest form or lowest term. So we have simplest form or lowest example 1. 24/36. With this, we have to find the highest common factor in order to make it easy for us to break it down. But if you are not able to find the highest common factor, you can use the lowest common factor. Let's start by using 2. 2 can divide 24 12 times, and that of 36 18 times. So we have 12 on 18 as the breakdown of the 24/26. 2 can also divide the 12 by 6 and the 18 by 9. We have 6 on 9, the breakdown of the 12 on 18. And also 3 can divide the 6 by 2 and the 9 by 3. We have 2 on 3. With this, we can't break it down again. So this is our final answer using the least common factor. If we had used the highest common factor, that is 12. That's 24/36. Using 12, we have 12 will go into 24 2 times, and that of 36 3 times. So using the highest common factor, we have it easier in breaking it down. Example 2. We have 25/100. With this, we can have factors such as 5, 25 itself. And these factors should be able to divide the numerator and the denominator. So using 5, we'll be going by the least factor, which will give us a long-term process. By using the 25, it will give us a short-term process, making it quite easier for us. Let's use the long term. We have 5 going into 25 5 times, and that of 100 20 times. We have 5 on 20. We can also divide this one again. So we have 5 going into 5 1 and going into 24 times. So we have 1 on 4 as the final answer. Or using the highest common factor, we have 25 on 100. So we have 25 going into 25 1 and going into 100 4 times. That's 1 on 4. Proving that the highest common factor gives us the easiest way to divide it. Example 3. We have 60/240. With breaking this down, we can make it simpler by cancelling out the zeros. So we have this 0 cancelling out this. So now we have 6/24. With this, we have the lowest common factor to be 3 and the highest common factor to be 6. Using the lowest common factor, 3 goes in, so we have 66/24. Using the lowest common factor, 3 goes into 6 2 times, and that of 24 8 times. We can break this down again. 2 goes into itself 1. 2 on 8. 2 goes into itself 1 and 8 4 times. So we have 1 on 4. Using the highest common factor, we have 60 over 24. We cancel out the zeros. We have 6 over 24. Using the highest common factor, 6 goes into itself 1 and goes to 24 4 times. So we have 1 over 24. This brings us to the end of this edition. Thank you.